One of my favorite survivalists is Creek Stewart. You'll see him on the Weather Channel frequently, and other channels as well, when he teaches outdoor rural survival. Now, he does teach survival in his home state of Indiana. And what one of his mantras is, be prepared when shit hits the fan. And with what's going on with COVID-19, I mean, we're pretty much getting to the point where shit may or may not hit the fan, but being prepared is of the utmost importance, because it's something that's been preached for a while by survivalists, preppers in general, and we're typically made fun of as being doomsdayers, and actually it's not. It's around times like this, when you have a viral pandemic, that being prepared is probably one of the most important things, and a lot of people just don't know what they're doing. So I will say, in short, you need to start paying attention, watch videos, read books on survival and preparedness. So I'll tell you what I'm doing during this moment of potential crisis. I know it's a national disaster and here in the United States. Well, I know I farm for a living. I have a few acres of ground. I'm pretty much in the wide open, so I've always been kind of prepared when shit hits the fan. Now, I'm not too far from populated areas, but I'm far enough away where if I need to survive on my own for an extended period of time, I can actually do it. Now, I have several acres of ground. I have a wood stove. We have lots of solar lights. If we lose power, I have a place to cook, raise more guineas, chickens, and turkeys than what I need. And with our farm, we farm about 3,500 head of cattle, and we grow our own crops. So I think we're well prepared that way. So it's kind of, in a way, natural for me. But I do have outdoor survival skills as well. I'm not a bushcrafter by any sense of the word, but I do have plenty of lighters. I do have steel strikers and flint. I do have bow drills if I needed. So I do have a survival cache, set aside if I need it in an extreme situation. And I really think it's important, those of you people, in rural America, who don't know what the hell you're doing, and those in the rural America, in the big cities, you really need to learn what you can do about outdoor and the rural survival, urban survival, that kind of thing. I think it's pretty important. Now, for me, there's the chance that I'd be in a city and caught with my pants down is less likely to happen. Not going to happen, but one of the first rules of thumb, one of the first things I would do if I was in a city was get the hell out and get into the wooded area as quickly as possible. Get away from people. Being around people is one of the worst things you can do, unless it's your family, because the first rule of survival is take care of yourself and your family. That's the utmost importance. At your duty as a human being. Not your neighbors, but your family. Yourself and your family, that's who you take care of first. And once you get that established, you can help others. Now, I'm not saying this to be political or anything, but we rural folk, outdoor people, we think very highly of our Second Amendment, the right to protect ourselves, bear arms, that kind of thing. You know all about it. That is not to be taken for granted. That is your right to protect yourself and your family if you need to. So where I'm at, most people, they do have guns. They have plenty of ammo. In fact, when I went to the store the other day, the outdoor store, I've seen more people stocking up on ammo like I've never seen before, and that's really important. In a crisis situation, when people go crazy and we go through anarchy, social systems break down, having weapons and ammo is of the utmost importance. And of course, being in the outdoors, you're a little more safer, being away from large populations of people, and that does help. So pardon my stammering here. I'm just been having a rough week. Last 2 weeks I've been excessively busy. 14 plus hour days at the farm, then I have a couple more hours of work, so I'm not getting a lot of sleep. So just pardon the stammering, but I'm trying to keep myself behaved here, trying to watch the sarcasm, and I'm just trying to be serious for once. I really want people to take care of themselves. Pay attention to the news. Read up on urban survival, rural survival, watch videos. The video is probably your best bet mean, there's so many of them out there on YouTube. And, just pay attention, Always have a radio and have a lighter, those basic things. Plenty of water. You don't need toilet paper to survive, so those of you who are panic buying toilet paper, you need to think more about panic buying water and food for at least a few weeks until this dies down. That's your utmost important. I mean, if you really need worried about toilet paper, just remember you can always go to the shower and wash it off after you're done, doing your business. There, see, I'm not being sarcastic. I'm trying to be nice, trying to say it the nice way. Toilet paper, that's actually kind of a Western luxury. That's just how it is. I spent time in France before, and their idea of the toilet is a hole in the ground and a fountain to wash your butthole off when you need to. That's just how it is. So, that's all I had. The advice I have, I'm just, like I said, letting you know what I do. Wood stove, plenty of food, water, that's not an issue for me. Have a chainsaw, weapons, ammo, plenty of poultry and other livestock. So this is what I'm doing, and I'm definitely going to stay away from large crowds for a while. Not like that's my thing anyway. I'm entirely too busy to even be around that many people. So plenty of stuff for me to do around here to keep myself safe and sustained. And those of you who aren't doing it should probably learn how to do it pretty quick, or associate yourself with someone who knows a lot, who can teach you things. A lot of us rural people, we're not a bunch of dumb hicks. I mean, we know what the hell we're doing. We've been surviving for generations. We tend to think that you people who are in the city are the ones who are the most unprepared and don't know what you're doing. So I would say open up your mind, get rid of your stereotypes of what you think about us outdoor people, and hopefully it should be smooth sailing then. Maybe you can learn a lot. That's what we all need to do. We can all learn from each other, and, hopefully the next administration, can start pushing, survival and preparedness a little bit better, because, I mean, people really need to pay attention. And right now, with what's going on with COVID-19, that's the utmost importance. Pardon me repeating myself, so you'll all have yourself a great evening.